No.
What about on my birthday?
No. Especially not on your birthday.
Once a year it happens, maybe?
Are we almost to the point where I have to build a computer?
No.
How far off are we from building a computer?
A lot.
A lot off?
A lot.
Good.
Yeah.
I don't really think I should be building
3 of 4 people have joined. Hello, 3 of 4 people.
3 or 4. Okay.
3 or
That's
4
destinations, but okay.
webbing
Look at my
sites.
thing. Hold on a second. HDMI.
We're only $800 per podcast off of you building a computer.
That's pretty far off.
That's pretty far off.
That's
Ian.
fairly far off.
That's pretty far off, Ian.
We just need
Right.
$402 patrons, and then I will build a computer for comedy relief and send a non-functional computer to someone.
We don't have a crypto billionaire in the chat? Come on.
There's got to be a crypto billionaire in there somewhere, right?
I've invested my entire 401k into cryptocurrencies. It just seems like such a smart move.
Way to go.
Guys, crypto gambling is the new thing. We should do
What
that.
the fuck are you talking about, crypto gambling? Why did you say that? What does that mean?
Yeah, it's real.
What?
Well, Twitch, the new meta is that like they get gambling streams and they get paid in crypto. No, they get paid real money and then they gamble in crypto.
What?
I don't know,
Why?
it's a whole
What?
fucking train wreck.
What are you
Twitch
even
is fucked
saying?
up. I
What?
know,
You're
it's
gambling in
crazy.
You're gambling
They-
pieces
yeah,
of bitcoins? Like,
Yeah, basically you like convert your money into crypto and then you gamble that. And then these big influencers get paid like millions of dollars a month to just do this on stream, which is pretty much illegal. You'd think, but
Well,
actually isn't. It's fucking crazy.
so wait a minute. When I'm betting, Ian, answer me this. When I'm betting. What are they gambling, by the way? Are they playing like poker or whatever? Like,
I
what
think
is the
it's like
gambling?
Electronic slots and shit.
Oh, dear Jesus. All right. So are they putting in, saying like $5?
Could you?
Or are they putting in like
watching someone on
1/400th of a Bitcoin?
play slots for?
Oh,
Why would you watch anybody play slots?
I bet you
That's
they're meme
crazy.
coins. I think they're all like coins that they made for the website, so they're not even like
They're
legit Bitcoin. Like,
What?
You know, crypto, if you
Oh
want to
my
call it
God.
legit.
So they're taking real money, then they're renaming the real money fake money, then they're playing with the newly renamed fake money.
Correct.
And then at the end of the day, they inevitably turn that into actual money because cryptocurrency is nonsense.
If they pay it out, which is the whole scam,
Oh my God.
sort of. If you want to,
Hi, chat.
That is the most.
they get huge viewers.
The
too,
world's
like
on
Kyle said.
fire, and we're just figuring out different ways that it's on fire. Is all. That's all.
Yeah.
it's
From
fake-
Philip.
it's
So
fake
it's
real
fake,
money.
fake money.
Yeah, it's fake money.
That's the
Yeah.
craziest shit I ever heard.
Yeah.
So welcome everybody.
Can
on
you
Twitch
buy
for
a
the
human
new
with
thing.
it?
Yeah.
because that's what crypto's for.
Cryptocurrency, seriously, is there any legitimate purpose for cryptocurrency? Because we got along just fine using regular money for a really long time. It served all the money purposes.
Yeah.
There's never been a time where I've been like, I wish I had money, but crypto style. What do you need it for?
Oh, look at this guy. Hello, Ian only. What is that about? What is that
What?
about?
Oh, God, that blue dong that he fucked space with.
Ian has a alt account called E Griffin that he
Nope.
sends to himself on there.
don't.
Way to go.
I might.
Way to go.
Don't at my alt.
How are we doing, folks? Tom and I are drinking bourbon.
We
So
are indeed.
Cheers, everybody. Hope
And it's
everybody's doing
excellent.
well. Hope everybody's doing well tonight.
Yeah, from OG Indigo. Yeah, it was how you bought drugs on the internet back in the day. It's still how you buy drugs on the
right,
internet.
yeah.
It's just that you also buy people that
Yeah, you
way.
could buy people too.
Right.
I will say too, if people aren't watching us on Twitch, I will say Twitch is a great way to watch us. The screen, like the stream is clear. The latency is low, so you get the show relatively quickly, and we see your comments faster. It's just it's a great way to view the stream in general. It's like Twitch is actually an excellent way
to watch the stream.
To watch the stream, it's really great.
Oh,
It's
okay.
really genuinely
That's awesome.
a great place to watch it. So, but we're not going to be gambling money.
Oh, when I play slots, I'm bored.
I hate.
Holy fuck.
I hate
Fuck.
gambling. I'm so bad at gambling and I hate it. And I just don't like to. I always feel like if I get up by the tiniest amount, I want to quit. I'm always just thinking to myself, I got up, I won $5, I played 4, I'm done.
Yeah, I can't get it up gambling, and I'm just like, this isn't a problem I want to have.
Yeah, exactly.
And I just leave.
Yeah. Play
Fuck
online
that.
Baccarat. Baccarat, is that the... Oh, no,
What
I'm
is
thinking of
Baccarat?
Keno. Keno's the one that's like Lotto. Keno is the one where there's just like...
Oh, I was thinking of backgammon. So
I don't know what Baccarat is.
I don't even know what baccarat is. Yeah.
Do we have to do an internet search?
Sure. He's Burt Baccarat is a musician.
Okay. All right.
Sorry. It's a card game played at casinos.
Baccarat is fancy
you've
coin
seen it.
tosses with cards. It's the worst
I don't
game
know.
there is, says Silent
I
Dismiss.
love this. I love that people are so
Player and a
mad.
banker. What?
Baccarat is like blackjack, but easier. Oh my God.
Super awesome. That's great. So we want to talk. Tom has never seen this story that we're going to talk about. So let me call this up. I'm going to put this on S. I think is it side? No, it's PC. I want
PC, yeah.
All right. So there's a story from the New York Times. Women's handball players are fined for rejecting bikini uniforms. Now, I want to point out how scantily clad these women are without a bikini on.
Right.
I already want to point out that I don't even think I work out in a gym when I was working out in the gym downtown.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody dressed this with this
Like,
little
their clothes are
with
very
this
tight.
little clothes
Yeah.
on. People would come in with full on yoga pants on, but like these women are like there's a lot of skin showing.
Sure.
But this is too little skin for this particular sport.
Yeah, the sport requires, this is fucking egregious. So these women, and this is for the Norway's beach handball team, they were fined like $1,700 because they refused to wear bikini bottoms.
Yeah.
And the bikini bottom rules are super specific about exactly how small the bikinis have to be.
Yeah, and how much
it's
leg they have to show or whatever.
really
Yeah.
small.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, it has to be the bikini bottoms has to be at an upward angle and no more than 4 inches. And it's like,
yeah.
like, these are the coochie cutters you've got
Exactly.
to be wearing because otherwise no one's watching
no one's going to watch
ladies'
it.
handball.
No one's going to watch it 'cause
unless we sexually objectify
We need to
you.
sexually objectify you, and we've got to play this. We've got to make sure that we up the ratings that way.
Right.
That's the only way. Not because these women are incredibly athletic, and I want to play this for you, Tom, so you can see it. Tom has never watched this, so we're going to watch the gold medal highlights here
Okay.
of the beach handball. Now, these women all have these bottoms
bikini
on, the
bottoms,
standard bottoms on, right? So they're in their standard uniform. They're not going to be fined. So
Which,
this is
to be clear before it starts, if they want to wear them,
Yeah.
let them fucking wear them.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't, like, fucking wear whatever you want to do your sport in as long as it doesn't give you a competitive advantage that's unfair.
You said earlier, we were talking about the story before we went live, and Tom said, well, if you want to wear a fucking jeans and a t-shirt, you should be able to wear it.
Right.
In fact, it would probably hinder you. So the other team would be super excited about you wearing jeans and a t-shirt.
Right. Like, unless you're getting like a mechanical advantage from your outfit.
Yeah.
Who fucking cares, you fucking weirdos?
So here we go. You just got to see this because
All
it's
right.
just intense. We got to focus on the
Yeah, what is that shot? Oh,
mid-wrist. You see that spin?
damn.
Check out the spin though. They jump in the air and they do this spin because they don't want to know where it's going from. And this chick is like kicking balls out of the air. Like,
What is that? It's so baller.
it's insane.
What is that? What is that? What is this, the Matrix?
I love it. I love it. Watch this chick kick this ball out of the air though. Boom.
Oh!
Boom. Get that shit out of here. Get that weak
God.
shit out of here.
This is insane.
This actually looks like a lot of fun. Like it looks like
This
a lot of
is
fun
so
to
hard.
watch. Like it looks like a lot of fun to watch.
Right.
Oh, I got you with the slow hand on
What
that
is
one.
that?
That's the
Whoa.
slow hand.
Oh.
Oh, lob right in. Get out of here. I love the music too.
This game would be so hard to play.
Oh my God. Unbelievable.
Oh, look at that.
Rejected. Boom. Boom. Man, their goalies are good.
The reflexes on
I
this
know,
shit is
God.
insane. That's bonkers, man.
That's a great, but they all do it. They all try to like do that spin so that they
Right.
throw off where the ball's coming from.
So that goalie doesn't know where. Yeah, right.
I would like to see somebody try that spin on with a regular handball court where they're like on a gym floor. They just bounce
On the asphalt outside, right?
It's funny because this is not a sport we play in the United States. Like, at least
I've never seen this.
Tom has never seen it, and I've never seen it before this morning.
I had no idea this was a thing. It's funny, Cecil, because when I found this story to talk about on the show, I was just like, I thought it was so absurd that there was any sort of like bikini. Like, it just seems so misogynist.
Yeah.
But it never occurred to me to wonder what handball was. It never even, Cecil, I'm so divorced from sports that I was
Right?
like, I don't care what handball is. I just think it's ridiculous. Anyone cares what the ladies are wearing.
Yeah. Well, evidently they show the picture of the side-by-side dudes. Where is that picture in here? Yeah, there's the dudes.
The dudes are wearing like
Look at the
fucking
dudes.
tank tops and shorts.
Look at the dudes, and then look at the chicks, and you're just like, no, man, come on, that's fucking ridiculous. It's stupidly objectifying them. You know what I mean? It's stupid, but it's because the Olympics wants to get ratings on something,
Right?
And they know that the beach stuff, the girls are going to be in bikinis, and it's going to stop the guy from going down that. I'll be perfectly frank. It'd stop me. Like, I would be like, oh, what's happening?
I mean, it's so obvious and so completely divorced from the actual athletics. You may as well have them holding a fucking Bud Light.
You're 100%
and, like, rubbing
right.
it across their
You're
chest.
100% right. It's divorcing it from that. Yeah. So it was, but I'll tell you what though, man, like make men wear bikinis, problem solved.
Banana hammocks are bust.
There you go. There you go. But when I watched it today, I was like, it looks like a fun fucking game, and it looks like a fun sport to watch. Like,
it's super crazy athletic.
It's crazy. It's athletic. It's fun. I don't know. I thought it was great. So I was super happy when I saw it earlier, and I wanted to show it to you because I thought you'd get a kick out of it.
It is fucking cool for sure. I cannot, I look at that, Cecil, and I'm like, man, I would be bad at a lot of sports.
Yeah.
All, but I would be especially bad at sport. Like I am so not built for something like that. Like, to launch this fucking meat puppet into the air and try to spin it around.
And also, playing anything on sand is just
so
taxing.
hard.
It's so taxing, and just, like that jump, to be able to jump on sand is hard.
I can't.
You know what I mean? It's insane. So that's the amount of athleticism you have to have in order to do that.
I
game.
start
It's just-
breathing heavy when I look at a fucking picture of a beach.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, get the man in a Borat suit. That'd be amazing. Borat suit. You're right, Kia. Absolutely hilarious. Yeah. So anyway, there you go. So that's women's handball, and these ladies decided to just wear shorts. That's all, and then they got fined for it. Did they come in third? Were they bronze?
I don't know.
I think they were bronze winners, or they were bronze losers, so they're fourth. I guess I don't
Bronze
know.
losers?
Bronze losers. I don't know. I don't know what you call that. Ian, you wanted us to watch something. What do you got for us? What were we supposed to watch here?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
ahead.
So I'm going to
There's
watch
a
one of
couple
these.
videos.
Okay, so
They're both
That's how
pretty
wealthy people.
all right. So this is 34 seconds. Jeff Bezos.
appropriate.
Okay, so here we go. I'm going to put it. You already have it up there. Okay, good.
That's
okay.
not Jeff.
No, this is not Jeff Bezos. This is a
Jim
young
Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
A very young
A
Jim.
very young Jim Carrey. Maybe before he was an anti-vaxxer?
23?
What do you think?
20.
Wow. Yeah, because he didn't become an anti-vaxxer until he got with Jenny McCarthy.
Jenny McCarthy.
Yeah.
That's odd. That's how wealthy people. I wouldn't.
That's really good. Thank you.
God, I hate that guy.
He seriously looks like Lex Luthor.
100% looks like Lex.
How is it? Like, silly. Hey, seriously, it's Lex Luthor. The
100%.
world is a parody of its own parodies.
100%, man.
Oh, God.
That was actually not supposed to be a bad pun. And then disclosure.
He looks like if a hairless cat got in one of the machines from The Fly.
Look at this guy.
Good.
Look at that face. That's amazing.
A person who would be entrusted with a lot.
Oh, my God.
Thank you, Ian.
That
Thanks
is
for
so
Be
good.
relatable.
Fuck that guy.
There's another one which is
Vic Berger.
similar. Yeah, it's a little Vic Berger
Is it gonna? Are we gonna? Oh, this
rendition of it.
is Vic Berger's Twitter account.
Of the most intense 5G section, they asked me how I was doing, and I was like, I'm doing okay.
That's his brother.
Pretty intense. I was like, I'm doing okay.
So you're just looking out, and that was probably the most profound thing, was looking at the Earth's atmosphere and seeing how teensy it is. Did you know? Did you feel that? It's life-sustaining. You look at this thing and you see how small you are. You see that the world is big. You see the atmosphere.
Oh, God,
is
this guy
small
hates
and
his life.
teensy. You know, this world is full of not enough unifiers and too many vilifiers. So when you get up there, you see that we are one
Vic
world.
is
This
amazing.
one planet. We should have a lot of unifiers.
Vic is amazing, man.
The most intense.
Vic is just genuinely amazing.
So good.
His shit is always on point.
His edits are
His
amazing.
shit is always on point. I love that he goes back to that guy doing that multiple times.
I'm just so
God.
I saw that interview and I was just struck at the incredible blandness of his profundity.
Yeah, right?
Like his profound personal revelation moment is just like, yeah, that's literally like the first shit anybody's ever said. Like the first guy who went to space was like, yeah, we all look small up here.
Yeah.
Thanks. That was 60 fucking years ago. We didn't need to send your weird giant billionaire dick spaceship.
Yeah.
Up into space so you personally could have the same bland, deepity profundity that everybody else has already experienced.
So there was the Virgin guy.
Yeah.
What's that dude's Branson?
Who's
Bronson?
Spaceship ironically wasn't the one that looked like a dick.
Was it? What's his name? Branson?
Branson.
Yeah.
Richard Branson.
Richard Branson? Charlie Bronson? Was that his name?
Yeah, they actually asked him if he felt lucky before they blasted off.
Chucky Brown song.
So Bronson, then
Branson, Richard Branson, and then Bezos.
Bezos. And is Musk,
Musk is-
trying or no?
Yeah, is it Musk going, Eli? Or no, Ian? Who the hell are you?
Eli. Where the fuck is Eli?
I don't know. I was thinking of Elon, and I meant to say Ian. so I just mushed them
No,
together.
it's fine. I don't know. I don't remember our assistant's name either, so it doesn't matter.
I don't know. I make out the checks to that guy.
Yeah.
And that's, fucking cash.
I thought he wanted to go to Mars, but I don't know if that's.
Oh, that would be awesome. That's so far away. He'll never come
And
back.
it's also like very dangerous.
Yeah, no one's ever gone. There's no way he'll come back. There's no way. Oh, it'd be great. Go to Mars, stupid.
God. And is there more billionaires fucking that want to leave the place? Buffett got some kind of fucking. Is he gonna have a
Let's put the
cheeseburger
Koch
in
brothers in
paradise
there, like-
somewhere or whatever? Yeah.
We just put them all in like a fucking space bus and shoot it to the
exactly.
sun.
Yeah.
Fucking assholes. Like he came back and he gave away $200 million to charity. That's what he gave away. He came back and he had his like profund moment and he gave away $200 million. You're like, great. That's fucking nothing. You're
Very
worth
little.
over $200 billion.
Yeah.
You gave away nothing. It'd be like me coming back and being like, man, I had this profound realization. Here's $30.
You flick that coin in the air,
Right?
and then you just stand there super magnanimous, like, what? Look at me.
Yeah, well, you know what you didn't have before I showed up? $30.
2 quarters.
Fucking piece of shit.
Unbelievable. Fuck that guy. All right. This Rick Wiles thing isn't very good. Let's see. What are we going to talk about? Talked about the handball players. Oh, we did that again, too. Wait, did we talk about... It's the same story.
The beach handball.
Oh, it was off Flip It. That's why I see.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about this story, Tom. This is an interesting one.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
So we just got to read this aloud.
Yeah,
So
all
let
right.
me bring this up here. This is from Gizmodo, Tom. So go ahead.
Pro-Trump group files motion against FDA to stop COVID-19 vaccinations in the U.S.
Okay, let's stop there for a second.
Yeah, let's stop forever
Let's just stop
and
there for a
just
second.
never wake up.
And think
Can we
about
do that?
Yeah. I just want to hold my breath until I pass out and then do that until I die. We're fucking not going to get vaccinations. Man, there's so much shit. I was telling Tom about this. I found out about this week. Some people were saying that the reason why that young, we're not talking about young kids, but certainly kids that are like, I said kids, but young adults, people that are in their 20s, certainly can get the vaccine if they wanted. Toyota, everybody, if you're interested. But they could get the vaccine if they wanted, but they are choosing not to. And they're choosing not to specifically because they think that it's going to make them infertile. And so they get a shot of this vaccine and they're worried that the long-term effects will make them infertile. And so that's what they're arguing. And so they're opting not to get vaccinated because they're afraid of being infertile. And Tom's response was,
if I could become infertile with getting a shot, I never would have gotten a fucking vasectomy.
you wouldn't have to come near me with a knife.
It's not that easy to make people infertile.
I know.
People go through like a whole thing. Like you get your fucking tubes tied or you get the fucking vasectomy. Like you got to have a percent. They don't just give you a shot in your arm.
Yeah.
That would be the greatest shot. I would shoot my kids up with that shit right now.
You're holding your kids down and you're like, no, nobody's getting.
No, I've told all the kids, like, you're not having kids. Like, it's not happening. It all dies with you.
Do not have children.
Do not do it.
Do not have children.
Do not do
But
it.
anyway, so that's why that's what they're doing. That's why they're refused. That's why at least some are refusing the vaccine, is because they're worried about these long-term effects, because they're being lied to by everybody that this is fast-tracked, which it was, but that it's also they make it seem like that it wasn't tested.
Right. They confuse fast track with we didn't do any due diligence on it, right? We just we figured this would work. Let's start sticking it in arms and see what happens. It's not at all what fucking happened. Nobody who opposes the vaccine can explain what vaccines are or what's in it or how they work or what the public health objectives of vaccines are. None of them.
Yeah. They're all talking about emergency use.
Right.
That's the big thing.
Right.
But today, Biden said
within a couple
of months, he said by fall, he suspects it not to be emergency use. And that's when you're going to really see it, because you can require vaccines in this country if they're passed through the FDA. You can require them for lots of things. So.
I hope major companies do it. I hope my company does.
Yeah.
I hope we would just require it.
Yeah.
We should.
Yeah.
I hope your health insurance carrier says, look, you got to get the vaccine or we're dropping you from your health insurance. That's it. I'm not covering you if you don't get the vaccine.
You got to put something in it, because there's these people out there that just, like, for instance, these people that are trying to stop people from getting vaccines. They're trying to actively stop people from preventing the next wave.
Yeah, they're trying to prevent it from even being available.
Yeah.
They said a bizarre fringe group that calls itself America's Frontline Doctors filed a motion in federal court on Monday against the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, the parent agency of the FDA, to seek an injunction that would halt all vaccinations for COVID-19 in the country. And while the lawsuit is unlikely to succeed, it demonstrates just how desperate the death cult of former President Donald Trump has gotten. The motion, filed in the U.S. Northern District Court of Alabama, falsely claims the vaccines, which have been given emergency use authorization by the FDA, do not actually prevent the spread of COVID-19. The people behind America's Frontline Doctors also claim that emergency use authorizations should never have been granted because the coronavirus pandemic is not an emergency.
Jesus Christ.
Then they say, quote, Centers for Disease Control and Prevention data shows that the vaccines are not effective in treating or preventing SARS-CoV-2 or COVID-19. And that's just one of many ludicrous assertions made in the lawsuit, which is filled with dozens of pages of conspiratorial nonsense and scientific illiteracy, including an unfounded claim that coronavirus vaccines have killed at least 45,000 people in the U.S. There are even bizarre tables that appear to have been ripped directly from the internet, warning that health measures taken to protect against COVID-19 infection are identical to communist brainwashing methods first identified in the 1950s. Seriously. And here's the chart.
Here's the chart. I'm going to zoom in if I can, guys, so you can see it better. So the chart starts with chart of coercion is on the left here, and the COVID-19 protocols, I guess, are on the right. Isolation, and they're talking about social distancing and isolation from loved ones, and so they're saying that's one of the ways that they're coercion. Monopolization of perception is another one. Induced debility and exhaustion, threats and intimidation, occasional indulgences. I love that.
Occasional indulgences.
I like.
You got a cheat day. That's basically a cheat day.
I'm going to read you what the cheat days are too. Allow reopening of some stores and services. Let restaurants reopen, but only at certain capacity. Increase more people allowed to gather. Follow concessions with tougher rules. I got to say, man, they're not doing any of that shit in Chicago. They're like it's full
just
on.
open.
It's just open.
Yeah.
It's just open, man.
Most of the country is fully and entirely open.
They make it seem like there's this weird mandate still going on. They're still living 6 months ago.
Yeah. Not all the country is, as far as I know, and I could be wrong, but I don't think that I am. We're fully open. LA County has a mask mandate for indoors. That's it. But that's not the same thing as not open.
Yeah.
It's fucking open, man. You can just go do a thing if you want a thing to do. What the fuck? What can't you do right now? It's all open.
I don't know. Occasional indulgences. Okay, so when I was a kid, I played a role-playing game called Marvel, and it was a Marvel role-playing game where you would create a little superhero and someone would tell a story, and then you'd roll your dice to fight other guys and whatever.
Okay.
And in the thing was this power, and it's pronounced omnipotence, but when we were kids, we pronounced it omnipotence.
I have the most all the potences.
Omnipotence.
I am the most have the potences.
I remember that when I was a kid. There's another one too. What was that guy? There's a guy that Shia LaBeouf pronounces.
God, this is for blessings on my family.
What did you do?
What did you do, Ian?
What?
What just happened?
What just happened? Why did
What do you mean?
There was a blessings on my family thing that just popped up for no reason.
Oh, did it? Oh, you know what? Somebody must have subscribed. Somebody must have. I don't know what they did.
No, nobody did anything. You don't have this automated in some way.
I love that Ian's like, yeah, I have this thing that alert's going to go off, and it's going to be in the middle of your show, but I literally have no idea what it does. Thanks, Ian. You're a font of knowledge as usual.
It's not active. I didn't
even.
Okay.
How do you mean it's not active? It just happened.
Literally
That's
just
active.
Happened. Literally just happened.
No.
Well, you don't know because you don't know what the buttons do any more than I do, you big faker.
I know what they do.
You big fucking faker.
He's such a liar.
Jesus Christ. Do you even own a computer? What are you kidding me?
We must have got a new
He's doing this all from his phone.
You have no idea if we got a new, but you didn't automate this against Patreon. You don't know how this works.
Literally got a new patron.
Hey, thank you, patron. Thank you,
Joel.
That's
what that.
You patron are demonstrating your omnipotence. So thank you very much for that. We appreciate it.
All right.
All right. Humiliation and degradation techniques, and then enforcing trivial demands. So
the thing is, like the enforcing trivial demands, family members must stand apart. Yeah, if they don't live together, because viruses don't care if you're related.
It's so stupid.
What the fuck? What do you like? Masks at home, and even when having sex, I never once wore a mask in my home amongst my own family. Right. I didn't wear a mask having sex unless it was role play time. That's different. It's a Gremlins mask from Halloween or something.
I had to, but I was at a motel and they were just like, no, you got to wear these. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
It's one of those things. Yeah, it's one of those things. I put my keys in a jug. It's one of those places where you drop your key and you don't know what's going to happen.
I always look. I wear the mask.
It was a mask in the sense that it was just a ball in my mouth. So it's a different kind of mask.
Really a mask? I don't know.
You get a lot of slobber.
You can breathe around that ball.
Get a lot of slobber on those. It's very contagious.
If you want to get a lot of slobber, you can. All right, forget
it. And if you want a ball gag, you can go to adamandeve.com. So this is their crazy fucking nonsense. You know, it's so crazy because they really want to demonize all these, simple measures to try to slow things down.
Yeah.
And they want to demonize them as if they're just this awful, horrible thing that is going to strip your freedoms away, to make it seem like it's about your personal freedoms. And they're doing it across the board when it comes to COVID. So it's all these different little things that they're saying are infringing on your freedoms. But I don't think people are thinking, like, what's the big deal if I have to wear a mask? But I don't think people are thinking that. They're saying, no, it's an infringement.
Yeah, I just don't want to wear it.
I just don't want to wear it.
It's pure selfishness.
Yeah.
It really is. And there's also a super hyper nationalistic America-centric approach to this. The whole world is doing the same shit.
I know.
It's not like just this. The CDC doesn't control the world. It just controls or gives health recommendations for America.
Right.
But the health recommendations are the same in Japan and in Thailand and in fucking Australia and in the UK. Imagine that. It's the same because that's what science says.
I know.
Science doesn't care what language you speak.
But it's crazy, though, because I guess some of our dumbness is leaking over because different places across the world had those people marching against masks in different places. I know it wasn't as popular as it was here.
Right.
But in other countries, they had these people that were out saying, oh, I don't want to wear a mask.
Yeah.
Ugh. I want the freedom to infect you with some shit.
No, I don't care if you get sick and die because I have the right to get sick and die. Yeah. Go back real quick to that article if you don't mind, because I want to read who these doctors were, because it's fucking incredible. It's literally incredible who these actual doctors are.
By the way, I want to point out one of the ladies we recognize here. This is the demon lady.
Oh,
this
yeah,
is the
yeah.
demon sperm lady.
Yeah.
She's the... Okay.
All right, so... The group behind the lawsuit, America's Frontline Doctors, first made a name for themselves in July of 2020 when President Donald Trump was pushing hydroxychloroquine as a treatment for COVID-19. The drug doesn't help treat coronavirus, and Trump never received the drug when he was treated for COVID-19. Trump did, however, get vaccinated in secret. Doctors also associate with some of the weirdest medical professors you'll ever come across in the 21st century. As one example, Dr. Stella Emanuel, a Texas doctor who spoke at the press conference, insisted that cysts were caused by people having sex with demons and witches.
Yeah.
Dr. Simone Gold, a doctor and lawyer in Los Angeles, founded the group and previously appeared on Fox News when Donald Trump was president. Gold also has connections to the Tea Party Patriots Foundation, was at the January 6th riot in Washington when Trump supporters stormed the Capitol in an attempt to stop the certification of 2020's election results. Gold even made a speech a day earlier calling the COVID-19 vaccine an experimental biological agent deceptively named a vaccine. Jesus Christ. These are not credible people.
No. But
they're gonna file a lawsuit.
But the problem is that lawsuit will get fucking play on the right wing side, and they'll talk about it and be like, yeah, these people are out there fighting the good fight.
Well, and they'll say they're doctors. There is a group of prominent. What they'll say is they're prominent doctors.
They care about the doctor title only when it suits them. Right. And the other thing too, I don't know. Did you see Fauci this week yell at Rand Paul?
Rand Paul, yeah.
He basically said he's like, if anybody's being dishonest here, it's you. Yep. He calls him out and says he's being dishonest. He's like, I fucking resent that you're saying that we funded the creation of COVID.
Right.
That's essentially what Rand Paul is doing in this hearing. He's grilling Fauci and saying, you guys funded this research. And Fauci says basically, no, that's not the case. And then and
he even says basically like you don't know what you're talking. You literally don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
you don't understand the technology you're referring to.
Yeah, you don't understand what you're talking about. And then, but the thing is that Rand Paul talks over him enough to squelch him out, and Fauci just doesn't. He's not as forceful enough.
Right.
So what the right wing talking point is made. They're going to show that, and they're going to show that Fauci. He owned Fauci. And then the other side, of course, is going to show that Fauci owned him. But I mean, if you listen to it and you have a half a brain, you'd realize that Rand Paul doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
And he's not a credible expert at all. But it gives this constant argumentation gives the illusion to people that there is two sides to the story, that there is argument, that there's a debate that's worth having.
Sure.
But there's no debate.
Yeah.
There's no debate among any of the experts on the fucking world is on fire right now. There hasn't been a debate on climate change in 20 years. Not a meaningful, substantive debate on climate change in almost 20. We are on fire. Yeah. Like the ground temperatures rather in Siberia are like 100 degrees or some crazy shit. You know, we're looking at record-breaking temperatures across huge parts of the world. There's flooding in Germany that's killed dozens of people.
I know. You see that flooding over there.
It's horrifying.
Yeah.
And there was an article in the Times that said there is no return to normal. We're not going back. This is now what the new world looks like, and it looks really bad.
Yeah.
And it's the fault of not getting on top of this for the past 20, 30,
we had
whatever
every
years.
opportunity to get on top of it.
But we're pretending there's a debate.
The reason why is because and it's even true with COVID, is that we're so good at putting things off. We're so good at procrastinating. We're so good at saying, it's fine now, I don't have to do anything. Right. I'm comfortable right here. And any kind of change is a bad thing. Yeah. And we're so comfortable with that. And look at what's even COVID's a perfect example. I don't want any change. And look at how painful just that little tiny shutdown we had in the States was. Look at how painful that was. Look at those people marching and freaking out and all that pushback that came specifically from that shutdown.
Yeah, rather than having this be, we had this golden moment where we could have had if we had a unifying message and we had a unifying president, we had a golden moment where we could have rallied around this moment in time, this cultural moment.
Sure.
And we could have all come together. there was a moment as horrifying as almost everything that followed it was. After 9/11, which is a terrible event, but after 9/11, there was a lot of national cohesion, and we used it for really awful shit, right? We used that national cohesion, just to be clear, to create the Patriot Act, spy on our own citizens, invade two countries on unlawful pretenses, kill hundreds of thousands of people. All that was terrible.
Create an offshore prison that stored people for decades.
Right.
Yeah.
Horrible. We did all the wrong things with our national cohesion. But I just want to point out that national cohesion was possible.
Yeah.
And we had a moment where national cohesion would have been possible.
Yeah.
And instead we created this.
Yeah.
It makes me nuts, man.
And what we created was a way for people to lie, right? You look at George Bush going to war. We created a way for him to lie to us and be cool with it.
Yeah.
And then it just like amplified the moment Trump got in, where now it's just like, I'll just fucking openly
say untrue things.
And it doesn't matter.
Does not matter.
Literally doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And now we have members of Congress on the right. They can't decide whether they want to do vaccine talk. And there are some on the right that are saying we need vaccines.
Even Mitch McConnell came out.
And then you have Marjorie Taylor Greene getting fucking taken off Twitter because she's an insane person saying, no, you don't need vaccines and vaccines are awful and they're evil or whatever. And she's getting fucking removed from fucking Twitter because of it. Oh, only for a few days, but still.
Yeah. There's no cohesion in that caucus at all on the right. And maybe that will be a good thing because, I do wonder about turnout at the midterms. We need the grown-ups to be in charge. This isn't about gamesmanship.
Right.
This is about there is reality, and then there's the right-wing world.
Yeah. 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 No, it's 100% true.
They're not living in a testable reality.
It's 100% true. So, guys, we had an amazing guest this week. Genuinely amazing guest this week. A guy by the name of Michael Rothschild. He's writing a book called, Tom, help me. It's a storm. What is it?
Storm is upon us.
The storm is upon us. And he's a QAnon, a guy who wrote a book on QAnon. Really smart guy, really personable guy, funny guy. So he was on the show this week, and it was great. He was an excellent, excellent interview. So check out the show on Monday. Yeah. Because that turned out to be a really good interview, and he's a really interesting dude. And the book, I think, probably will be very, very interesting because he talks about the birth of QAnon and sort of breaks it down for people. And so he talked to us about that, and it's really great. So you want to check that show out. That's going to release on Monday. We're also next week on our show. We're going to read the second chapter of Demon Hunter World. We know that people are having a hard time grab that book because the book's out of print, and people aren't printing the new ones. But you can get it from Abe Books and other places for cheap. So you can get it at used bookstores online and find Demon Haunted World and check it out. All right, so that's gonna wrap it up for today, guys. We didn't have a lot, and we thought that the thing that we were gonna show you lasted longer, and it didn't. So we're gonna bounce, but we wanna make sure you guys check the show out next week and read the second chapter of Demon Haunted World, Silence and Hope, because we're gonna talk about it on next week's show, not Monday's show. Following Monday.
The next one,
following Monday,
right?
All right, so everybody have a great night, and we'll catch you guys next week. Regular time, all that stuff. Hold on a second. I've got to do the thing, and don't do it for me. I'm going to do it.
Can I do it?
No.
Which one is it?
No, hold on. It's end. There we go. I got it at the end.
I think I did it.
No, you didn't.
Very good.
I got it at the end.
Did I?
It's always in the end.
Ian, can I get one of these? Can you order me? Program it?
I'll have to talk to Cecil about that.
No, you don't.
No.
It's his house. So
No.
technically,
Ian, it's just me and you.
It's you. Oh yeah. Hi.
Don't get it for me. Ian. Actually, Ian, get it for him and then have him set it up.
God damn it, that's not helpful. No, don't do the second part. The second part, don't do.
Right
The first part.
Tom's pressing.
You just give me a dummy one.
You're like a little kid with a Fisher-Price steering wheel.
Me. Like Maggie Simpson in the car.
That's amazing. All right, we're gonna bounce, guys. Say goodbye, Ian.
Goodbye, Ian.
Oh God, he did it.
I'm sorry. You told me to say it. I do what I'm told. I am buying you one of those things, but it's gonna be little.
I love that it'll be miniature. It'll be like the size of a dollhouse one. You gotta press the buttons, and your fingers are too big, and you're pressing them all at the same time. All right, catch everybody next week.
Oh, it's so fun.
Bye.